Hi! I am so glad to start our heart-centered and biz-focused training this week, and thank you for joining me. So today I thought I'd kind of talk about why I decided to offer this training and give you an outline of what's going to happen during the week. So I own the ABG Postpartum Doula Certification Program. Full disclosure, part of the purpose of this training is to launch awareness about my certification program and give people an insight into how I approach things. But a lot of the people that will be joining us are already certified as postpartum doulas through my program, or they're working in a different field that's also heart-centered caregiving work. And I really want it to be that way. I want this training to bring people together who all have some of the same struggles. And I feel like that covers a lot of different careers. As someone who is a heart-centered entrepreneur, you go into your field to take care of people. And it's really easy to do that and suffer through a little guilt, a little confusion, a little not sure about where you should put your rates or who you should serve or how to be sustainable in this work. And that's what I really want to focus on. I want to help heart-centered entrepreneurs feel confident and feel like they know what clients to draw in to be able to support them as a business. They know how to set their rates in a way that is sustainable to their life. They feel confident about setting healthy boundaries with clients even, and with themselves. And they know exactly why they're doing this. So on the rough days, they have something to hold on to. So that's why I decided to do this training. I feel like one of the things I'm really clear on is that in order to be sustainable, in order to keep taking care of others, you have to be able to take care of yourself and your family as well, or else you burn out. And in caregiving jobs, burnout is high. So, today, like I said, we're going to do an overview. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, we're going to work on figuring out who you want to be seen as in business. What is your personal avatar? This is not just about who you are as a person, although that's a part of it. We want to be authentic in how we present ourselves to the public and really be true to who we are. But we also have to think in terms of, do we want to be seen as a successful business person? Do we want to be seen as an expert in our field? Do we want to be that trusted confidant? Do we want to be the person that when people think about your field, they think, oh, I need to reach out to this person? And so we're going to really dive into what does it take to be able to present yourself online, in interviews, in your day-to-day work, as the professional that you want to be seen as. On Wednesday, we're going to work on what is your why. And this can be really confusing. A lot of people look at the why as, how much can I serve other people? How much can I give? What kind of difference can I make in my clients' lives? All of that's important. But that's not the thing that's going to keep you going when you have a sucky month, when you're not making the money you want to make, when you haven't got that next client yet, or maybe you matched with a client that's not the perfect fit. The why you need is the internal stuff, the stuff that drives you to keep going in heart-centered work. And so we're going to work on getting some clarity around that. On Thursday, we're going to work on figuring out who is your target market. And that can be really hard. You know, we think when we first start, oh, anybody that's going to pay me and let me take care of them. That backfires really quick. What we need to get clear on is, who is your passion client? Who is the client that you really want to help? Because maybe you see them as who you were before. And is that client the one that's going to help you stay sustainable and pay your bills? And a lot of times it's not. So we will walk through how to figure out who is your money-making client, who is going to keep you in business and keep you sustainable and profitable. And if you have a passion project client, how do you work them into it? How do you still help them? Because it doesn't mean you have to give up on supporting, people who can't afford the rates you need to be sustainable. We just need to figure out how we make sure you get paid for that work. And then Friday is such a special gift. Friday we will talk about systems and support and what you need. How to jump feet first into the work you want to do and land properly, land with a solid footing. And that means your community that you surround yourself with work. That means the tech that is available to you. What kind of systems can you use? And Crystal's going to help us a lot with that because that is her forte. She is my tech fairy, and she's going to share some of her tech fairy knowledge with you. So that's kind of our main overview. On Saturday, we're also going to have a masterclass, and then we're going to dive into, then we will dive into boundaries and how do you figure out what are healthy boundaries for your heart-centered business? How do you put those boundaries in effect without making your clients feel like you're not there for them? How do you figure out what boundaries are going to keep you sustainable? And then we'll really talk about marketing. How do you get those first clients? How do you make money? How do you keep making money and keep getting clients? And can you do it in a way that feels really authentic and not slimy and not salesy? I think that is a big struggling point for a lot of heart-centered businesses, is being able to bring in clients and connect with the right people without feeling like you're selling your soul or taking advantage of people. And you can totally do it. We just have to figure out what are the guidelines for shifting the idea of marketing from sales and traditional marketing to more networking and collaboration and supporting each other. I'm a firm believer, even in my postpartum doula training, that the more people there are that are offering a fabulous service, even the same service I offer. So I own a postpartum doula agency and I work as a postpartum doula, but I never worry about training people that are going to be competing with me, because I know that they'll come out of my training understanding that the more fabulous postpartum doulas there are, the more great example they set for clients, the more work there is for all of us. We all benefit from that. And I think that's really true whether you're a postpartum doula or a lactation consultant or a nanny or a coach. All of those, if everybody's doing a great job at it, the work explodes. We've seen that locally. So that's kind of our outline of what we're going to do. A couple of housekeeping things. If you haven't signed up for the email list, do that. I know Crystal put in a post that has a link to sign up with the email list. When I get done with this live, I'll make sure I put that link in the comments. You want to sign up for the email link because Crystal is going to send out the link for the workbook. You can get a beautiful one in color that you can just reference to, or you can get it in black and white so it's easier on your printer. You can print it if you're a paper and pen kind of person. I really encourage you to use the workbook to work along with the daily videos that we post. And then each day, Crystal is going to send out a reminder of what we're doing that day. She will put up a post in our group asking for participation. If you've worked through the stuff in the workbook, pick just a little segment of it that you feel comfortable sharing. If you're having challenges with figuring out something in the workbook or a subject that we've talked about in the live, put that in the thread that she puts up. Throughout the week, we will also invite you to put up introductions to yourselves. I think there's already a thread or two going asking for you to say who you are. Tell us what business you're in. There's one asking, where are you at? Where are you working? Let's see if we can't make connections outside of our group. If you find somebody in the same area as you that you don't know, say hi. See if you can't support each other. This year we're going to offer a prize during the masterclass. I kind of went back and forth on what that prize should be. I think I've settled on doing a Visa gift card. Thought about doing Amazon. Not everybody likes Amazon. So Visa, it gives you money to spend for whatever you want. I'd like to do a prize for whoever is supportive in the group, who supports others, people who share their progress of working through the training, and people who show up each day. I don't know, depending on how many people participate in that, it may be a drawing, it may be entering into the drawing, it may be, who does it most. I haven't quite figured that out. An awful lot of my training is let's figure out how to do it best as we go along. So try to show up each day. If you don't catch the live, that's fine. Comment on them later, watch them and comment on them later during the day. We're going to keep everything in our group. We'll keep the group open for 10 to 14 days. So all of this week, most of next week. And so you'll have time to catch up, but participating live is the best way. If you have questions, ask questions. I want to be helpful. I want to be able to answer questions. Crystal will help with any tech questions. I'm happy to help with any, mindset questions. I want us all to come out of this feeling like we've grown in the training. That's my goal. If you know anyone else who would benefit from doing this training with us, invite them. I will welcome anybody to the group. It's free for everybody. And if you have somebody else to connect with, then that'll make it more enjoyable for you. So most of my lives will be pretty short. This one's going to be, I guess we're at 13 minutes now. I'll end in the next minute or two. Generally, my lives will be less than 30 minutes. The master class will probably be closer to 45 minutes because I'll be covering at least 3 different things, and I really want to dive into that with y'all. Let me know. Let me know what you want to get out of the training, what I can help you with, what you struggle with now. So keep in touch with us, keep checking in each day, and thank you so much for being a part of this. This is going to be a great week. I will talk with y'all later.